As we celebrate this auspicious day, I would like to begin by offering my salutations to Bhagavan through the medium that he loves the most. Pranam svikar karo, Sai Mahadeva. Pranam svikar karo, Sai Mahadeva. Sai Mahadeva. Sai Mahadeva. Sai Mahadeva. Sai Mahadeva. When someone asked Jesus how much we should love God, it was a little child who asked Jesus how much we should love God, and Jesus said, this much. That much? No, this much. That much? No, this much. That much? No, this much. And they say, as Jesus was explaining how much we should love God, and he just stayed in that position to let the whole world know for all time to come how much we should love God. And whenever the word Mahadeva comes in a bhajan, I cannot but think about the Nilakantha aspect of Bhagavan. Because this aspect of Jesus is nothing but the Nilakantha aspect of Bhagavan, where Bhagavan took upon himself the poison of the world so that everyone in the world is protected. I cannot but not recall the last Sunday of 2011 when Bhagavan came out that day. Usually he would go for one round, but that day anyone who wanted to give a letter to Swami could give that letter. Swami was stopping at every instance and taking letters, blessing the objects that people had. There was a little baby somewhere Swami was blessing. He was throwing vibhuti packets, and he did that for the entire round. And we thought he was coming onto the portico, but the wheels of this car turned and he went for another round. And now there was a lot of rejigging, and now whoever had not the opportunity in the first round, they went in the front. So it was like Swami was just giving himself completely. Anybody who had a letter that day, anybody who wanted anything to be blessed that day had the opportunity. And after that was done, Bhagavan came onto the stage, and that day, generally there would be people with trays for blessings, birthday boys, and it could be 3 boys, 4 boys, 5 boys, and there were some 7, 8 boys. And Swami was, if you saw Swami, he was having so much difficulty in just lifting his hand to bless. But every time he was doing it, the moment he saw another boy ready for the blessing, he said, okay, come. And I vividly recall sitting there, I was feeling, Swami, you've already blessed 10 boys, it is okay. Because he really had a lot of pain. You could see that, it was visible. But Swami wanted to bless. And in fact, the boys were sitting down, he said, okay, fine. But Swami was like, no, come. So every time it was a Herculean effort for him to raise his hand and bless, but he was doing it. So 10 boys, 20 boys, 25 boys, and it was not ending. And it came to a stage where people thought today is the bonanza day. Whoever goes with whatever, people started writing letters. There were boys who took an auto, went to the hostel, made a new tray and came back. And Swami is still blessing. A big group came from primary school. They came and they fell on Bhagwan's feet. Swami blessed them also. 30 boys, 32, 33, 35. And Swami is not stopping. It's like anyone come. I'm here to just give myself away. And Swami stopped at the 40th boy, not because he wanted to stop, because the boys themselves thought it's too much. We are straining Swami. And to me, that day told us, showed us what Bhagavan is, how his life he led for those 86 years. Just inch by inch, cell by cell, just giving himself away, little by little. And it came to a stage where he was like, I'm just giving myself completely. Take whatever you can, because you will not get this opportunity again, and emancipate your lives. Just like Lord Shiva did, just like Jesus did. And when Bhagavan came, you saw that on that last Sunday. And whenever we think about the attributes of any name of the divine, we are so fortunate that we don't have to imagine what is Nilakantha. We can think about Swami. We don't have to imagine what is Keshava, the one with a beautiful crown of hair. We don't have to imagine. Everything is just vivid in front of us. Madhusudana is the one who killed the demon Madhu, who was known for his ego. We don't have to imagine. Everything is just, scenes just play out in front of our eyes, and that is the beauty of having the Lord in our midst. And that is the power of Namasmarana. Bhagavan always said, from morning till night, you should chant. And let's do that. Subah aur sham bol Hari naam. Gopi Gopal bhajo Sai Ghanshyam. Subah aur sham bol Hari naam. I'm reminded of 1956. Beautiful story of Padma Kasturi ji, the daughter of Professor Kasturi. She was in the family way. It was the 5th month, and she wanted to be in Prasanthi Nilayam. And the reason why she wanted to be in Prasanthi Nilayam and not be in her mother's place, because of something that had happened so beautifully in her previous pregnancy, when she was having the second child. So one day, Bhagavan comes in the dream, and Swami gives her chutney, raw chutney, tamarind chutney to have. And it was a very, very clear dream. And Swami says, don't give it to Ramesh, her first son. Ramesh was standing in the dream next to her. Swami says, you have it. And she woke up very, very happy, because such a beautiful darshan. And when she woke up, she actually could feel that taste in her mouth, that taste of that tamarind chutney. And then when she checked, she was stunned, because the skin of the tamarind chutney, the skin of the tamarind was still in her tongue. And she was like, wow. And she immediately called her father. Professor Kasturi was in Karnataka, in Davangere. And she said, this is what happened, Dad, Father. And so Father said, wow. And then Professor Kasturi told her, I'm going to tell you something which you will not believe. Just that evening, your mother prayed to Bhagavan. She had made tamarind chutney, and as she was offering it to Swami, she said, Swami, I am offering this to you, but my mind is so much on Padma. I know this is something that she would like, but I'm not able to give it to her. But I'm offering it to you, Swami. You please take care of her. And look at Swami. A mother prayed here, and the mother of mothers so beautifully conveying the prayer and not only the wish and also the actual object telepathically through his cosmic ways. And that is the reason why he's Kala Kalaya Kalatitaya Kala Rupaya Namah Shivaya. He's beyond of time, beyond space. He can converge time, he can collapse time, he can expand time, he can just do anything with space and time. And for Padma Kasturi, here is my mother. He's the mother of mothers who can listen to the prayer of every mother and do miracles. And that is the reason why she said, I want to be in Parthi. Because this love that you experience from this mother, you can't experience from anywhere, from anyone. Prema Pradaini Paritishwari Mata Maheshwari Manamohini Saishwari Amba Jagadishwari Saishwari Amba Jagadishwari. So she stayed on. Swami said, okay, you stay on in Parthi. Swami said, then she was saying, Swami, I will go back because my in-laws might want me. They may not like me staying here for too long. Swami said, no. The 6th month is when the intelligence and the wisdom begins to develop in the brain of the child who is growing in your womb. So from 6th month, you should do Namasmarana continuously. And you should be here only. You are not going. Your delivery also will happen in Prasanthi Nilayam. From today, spend your time only in Namasmarana. And as Bhagavan had blessed her, she continued to stay from her 5th month onwards. And the day before Ram Navami, she started experiencing pain, and her mother rushed to Swami, and that night Swami immediately created vibhuti, put it in water, and Swami said, you give it to her to drink. And she drank that water, and the pain subsided. And the next morning, 10 o'clock, Swami comes to the hospital, and Swami say, how are you? And she said, Swami, after you gave that prasadam, the pain just went away. Swami said, see, yesterday was Ashtami, so I did not want the child to be born. Already you are having enough problems. I want the child to be born on Navami. Today is Rama Navami. Your child will be born today. And then Swami had made all the arrangements. And so they were expecting it to happen in the afternoon. And Swami called all the devotees and he said, come, let's go to Chitravati. So even the doctors, the midwife, everyone, Swami took them to Chitravati. And here Kasturi's Padma's mother was so worried, if anything happens, there is no one. Swami told all the doctors, nothing is going to happen till I return from Chitravati, so don't worry, just come. So everyone goes to Chitravati, and Swami creates Rama, Lakshmana, Sita statues there, and then Swami creates Amrita, and Swami distributes to everyone. And they all come back, and here Padma's mother is so tensed. And after Swami comes back, she rushes to Swami and says, Swami, she's feeling uncomfortable. Swami again creates vibhuti, and Swami gives it to her. Swami says, I am coming. And Swami comes to the hospital, and first thing Swami tells Padma, hey, Padma, when you have pain, why do you say Amma, Amma? Swami, And there's so much pain. But even if I'm saying, Amma, I'm referring to you only, Swami. Swami said, no, Padma. When you have pain, say Sairam. Swami says, if you have pain, say Sairam. Don't utter any other word. And then Swami gives the prasadam to her. Swami just goes out of the room, and in few minutes, she shouts, Sairam, Sairam, Sairam. And the new child is born. And later, Swami comes to the hospital the next day, and Swami says, you know, how blessed is this child. For the sake of this child, I postponed the delivery, and that day there was a procession going on. I had such lovely moments on that day because it was a Ram Navami day. There was a celebration going on. There was a band going on. I rearranged the universe so that this child that is born to you is born in an auspicious time. And then when she asked Swami, you should name the child, Swami said, you should name the child Rajaram. And immediately Padma said, Swami, but you're not there in it. And instantly Swami said, is that not my name? We always expect that if it is Sai Rajaram, if it is Sai Gayatri, if it is Sai Krishna, then only it is Swami name. And immediately Swami says, is that not my name? Ram Ram Jaya Raja Ram, Ram Ram Jaya Sita Ram.
Jaya Sitaram.
Ram Ram Jaya Raja Ram, Ram Ram Jaya Sitaram.
Ram Ram Jaya Raja Ram, Ram Ram Jaya Sitaram.
Ram Ram Jaya Raja Ram, Ram Ram Jaya Sitaram.
Ram Ram Jaya Raja Ram, Ram Ram Jaya Sitaram.
Many years ago, there were these devotees of Sri Ramana Maharshi who had come to Prasanthi Nilayam. They were only Tamil speaking, and so there was this old lady, Namagiri Amma, who was in Prasanthi Nilayam. She understood Tamil, so these devotees went to her. And they said, you know, we have come from Ramana Ashram. So she said, how come you are here? And they said, no, Ramana Maharshi Bhagavan, he's not feeling well. We went to see him, but Sri Ramana Maharshi said, why have you come here? The Lord has incarnated in Puttaparthi. Avatar has descended. You go there and you have his darshan. And so this lady asked, what else did he tell you about the sadhana that you should do? And these people said, that is exactly what we asked Ramana Maharshi, what sadhana we should do once we go there. You are sending us there. And Ramana Maharshi said, once you go there, you don't have to do any sadhana. All you have to do is just sit with him during bhajans. That's all you have to do. Sit with him during bhajans. There is no greater sadhana that we need to do than just be with Swami during bhajans. Sai Om, Sai Om, Sai Om. Tan man pran mein Sai Om.
Tan man pran mein Sai Om.
bhajan. We are just describing Bhagavan as the one who's pervading everything, right from the beginning, right from Om. Everything in the world is Sai Om. Everything in the world is Sai. In your Shayana Sapaname, in your dreams, He's the one. Gagana Pavaname, in the oceans, in the sea, in the land, in the animals, in the kangaroos, in the koala bears. It is only Him. Look anywhere, it is only Him. If you want to know, as I say, if you want to know how to sleep, you're not getting sleep, look at the koala bear. You'll just look at the koala bear and you can sleep. And dream of Swami. So blissfully the koala bear sleeps. But all I'm trying to say is, every bhajan is just a Veda. Every bhajan to me is an encapsulation of His message, because every word is so potent and every word brings vividly His glory to your eye. Janama maraname Sai Om. Every birth is Him, every death is Him, everything is Him. That is the beauty of Sai bhajans, and that's the reason why we don't need to go beyond bhajans. That's why He said, just do bhajans, be with Swami during bhajans, and you have done all the sadhana. This was sometime in the 80s, and it was the vacation time, so there were a few students in Prasanthi Nilayam. These guys had not gone home. And when you don't go home during vacations, you have this opportunity of having Swami more for yourself. So one day Swami called these boys, and Swami was talking about bhajan singing. And Swami said, see, when you sing bhajans, you should understand the meaning of what you're singing. Put yourself completely. For example, Swami said, see, Gopala. When we chant Gopala, you know what it means? When a calf is born, the mother cow instantly cleans the calf of all the placenta. The mother cow prepares the calf by removing everything that is unwanted and brings the calf anew to the world. Ham said, that is what Gopala does. Gopala, the moment you chant, he cleanses your being, removes everything that is not you, and creates you anew. That is what Gopala does. And who is Radha? Swami said, who is Gopi? Anyone, the moment the name of Lord is uttered, forgets himself or herself, is a Gopi, Swami said. Anyone whose life has become a stream of devotion, aradhana ki dhara, is a Radha, Swami said. So think like this. When you are doing bhajans, visualize this. Don't miss this chance. That is the greatest sadhana. So this boy thought, wow. So next day, he was sitting in the Sai hall, and bhajan started. Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna, Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna, Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna.
Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna, Radhe Radhe.
Shirdi Krishna, Parti Krishna, Sai Krishna, Radhe Radhe.
Shri Krishna, Parti Krishna, Sai Krishna, Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna, Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna, Radhe Radhe.
So this bhajan was going on, and he was just imagining. You know, in those days, you had such beautiful scenes when you had the sands, especially in the dusk. It would be golden sands because you had the sun's rays coming and reflecting so beautifully. And I remember vividly those scenes when you didn't have a roof in Sai Kulwant Hall, and Swami would be standing, and many times during bhajan time, Swami would come out, and Swami would just keep his arms behind, and there would be the sun behind him. Everything orange because it was dusk, and bhajans would be going on, and Swami would be just swinging, listening to the bhajans. What a darshan it used to be, the breeze playing with Swami's hair, and everything filled with that orange aura. You don't know whether to open your eyes or close your eyes, because you want to see, and you want to close your eyes because you want to imprint that in your mind, because the moment you close your eyes, you want to only visualize that. And so this boy, Bhagavan had gone, so this bhajan was going on, and he was just visualizing this, and he was lost. There were tears streaming down his cheeks, just filling himself with that form. Today we had that beautiful bhajan. Just your eyes, Lord Rama, and we are entranced, and it was that kind of a beautiful darshan, and he had closed his eyes, and he was lost. Bhagavan had gone, and Swami came back after some time, but he had no idea Swami has come back, and he was in his world with Swami. Swami alighted from the car. He had no idea. Swami started walking towards him. He had no clue. Swami was standing right in front of him. Still he was lost with his inner Swami. And then someone came and tapped him. Swami, Swami, stand. So he just opened his eyes, and he was stunned, shocked. And he didn't know how to react, because, what he was seeing inside, now he saw outside. And Swami, reflecting what he was seeing inside, stood like that, and Swami also was doing the same. And then Swami told him, inside Swami, outside Swami, both are same. Inside Swami and outside Swami, both are same. If we concentrate on the Lord with that kind of intensity, the Lord will concretize in front of us. What is a vivid reality within will become a practical reality without. That is the power of the name. That is the power of visualizing the Lord as you chant. We can make the Lord manifest in front of us if we do it with that kind of fervor. If our heart melts, they say, when Manikya Vasakar used to chant the names of Lord Shiva, he used to cry, why is it that my body has not become a heart? Why is it that I still have all the other organs? My body should have become one heart and just melted. Why my body is like a stone? I don't need any other organ in my body. That is the fervor with which, if we do bhajans, we can make the Lord manifest in front of us. Once Bhagavan had come to the hostel, there was this new Swami's coming to the hostel, and when Swami comes to the hostel, there is this beautiful opportunity for many freshers who have come to the hostel to present, showcase their talent. And so there was this boy who was very good in violin. Every day he would practice violin. He knew he cannot imagine his life without violin, and he was very good also. And so he had the opportunity to play. Swami came, Swami sat in the jhula, and so this boy started playing the violin. And he was doing a fantastic job, and Swami was with him. So when he started playing many complicated swaras, Swami also was singing those swaras. So people saw it was like a jugalbandi. Swami is telling the swaras, and this boy is playing, and this boy is playing, and Swami is responding. So it was like, wow, such a divine musical presentation going on. And after some time, Swami stopped the talam, so he stopped playing, and Swami was very happy. Swami created a ring for him. Swami put it on, okay, go on playing. Play again, and again the boy started playing, and it went on for another 20 minutes, and it was a beautiful presentation, Freshers' Day, and it went on very well. And at the end of it, Swami told this boy, you know, when Tyagaraja used to sing for Rama, he did not think about the ragas. He did not think about the talas. He did not think, okay, now I will compose something on Raga Mohanam and then I will sing. When Tyagaraja was just singing for Rama, he was living with Rama. The songs just happened automatically. The songs just happened because there was no other way to express. He was sleeping with Rama, he was eating with Rama, he was moving with Rama, he was dining with Rama, he was playing with Rama, and that's how the songs came about. He didn't know how many he was composing. He didn't feel, oh, this is my 52nd composition. This is the 108th composition, and this will be in this raga. He had no idea. He was just only conversing with Rama. And Swami said, that is what is music. What you are doing is nice, but this is only showcasing your talent. If you want to sing for the Lord, if you want to play for the Lord, you should be like Tyagaraja. And when Swami said that, that hit him like a ton of bricks. He went to his room, he took the violin, he broke the strings. So what is the point of this instrument if this instrument has kept my mind in such a manner that the Lord had to tell me that you are not playing the instrument with the right focus? If this instrument has only contributed to my ego, if this instrument has only contributed to my mind thinking about name and fame, if this instrument has only contributed about taking me away from God, if this instrument has not given me that compliment from God that I am living for Him, I don't want this instrument. I don't want an instrument which adds to my ego. He broke the strings and he never played after that. It was difficult for him because he cannot, for him, playing violin every day was like breathing. If he cannot play, he would have these withdrawal symptoms. But it was very difficult. But he said, I don't want. If he's taking me away from God, I don't want that talent. And he didn't play the violin. Many years later, it was Bhagavan's birthday. And that year, MS Amma had come to Bhagavan. Swami suddenly asked her to come to the stage. Then Swami suddenly calls this boy. Says, you also come to the stage. Swami asks for a violin to be given to him. And Swami says, play now. No matter what, we should chant his name, yes. But we should chant his name with the only intention that we only want to visualize his presence and not seek name and fame. And chant his name, visualizing his name and form, so that that name cleanses us. Because only when the ego goes, our soul soars. Only when the ego goes, our soul soars. And that is the whole purpose of Namasmarana. Oh my soul, do you not know? Have you not heard? It's been told from the beginning. Lord Sathya Sai is on your side. Oh my soul, don't be afraid. Call on his name. By his endless love and power, he will strengthen, he will guide. I will soar on wings like eagles, held by the hand of Sai. I will run and not get tired when on his name I call. We will soar like on wings like eagles when on his name we call. Before I end, I want to share 3 beautiful tips that I gathered as I was reading and contemplating on Namasmarana. Tip 1. Swami says, every day, daily, I give you the privilege of you merging with me for a length of time in the night equal to the length of time you have spent during the day fully concentrated on me. I will repeat it. Every day, I will give you the privilege of you merging with me for a length of time in the night equal to the length of time during the day you have spent fully concentrated on me. And Swami says you will know it because when you wake up that morning, you will be refreshed. You will wake up with first thought of God. The first thought will be the divine, and you will wake up light. You will wake up absolutely bright. Then you know that in the night you were with me. Tip 2. Swami says, when you do the sadhanas in the morning, japa, dhyana, namasmarana, Swami said, I open an account with me. Whatever sadhana you do in the morning, that I keep it in a recurring deposit. And whatever sadhana you do during the day, that I keep it in a savings deposit. The recurring deposit that you create, I will use that deposit only for your spiritual growth. I will use little by little for your spiritual upliftment. And whatever is there in your savings deposit, when you have worldly issues, I will use this for your worldly problems. Create that account. Let's help Swami by creating this recurring deposit, these savings bank deposit with him. And tip 3, Swami said, when you have seeds sown into the soil of a thorny plant, obviously it will grow only into a thorny plant, and same for a fruit-bearing tree. You cannot have, as Auntie Karuna was mentioning, you cannot have a fruit-bearing tree from the seed of a thorny plant. But then, Swami, how do I deal with my past karma? I have so many sanchita karma, prarabdha karma, all these karmas are there. Will Namasmarana not help me? And Swami says, yes, it will help. It is like when you have, at the end of your financial year, when you have to give taxes to the government, there are so many ways how you can get reductions from your taxes. In India, you can put your money in a particular investment, you can do charity, you can contribute to so many causes, you can put in a particular kind of insurance. So there are so many deductions that are possible. As Swami said, in the same way, whatever is your karma, once you do this sadhana, once you do this japa, once you do this namasmarana, I will keep seeing what are the deductions that can be made. Every time you do something sincerely, diligently, with passion and love for me, I will use all this to deduct. And in the end, you will have very little to pay. So that is how powerful Namasmarana is for us. When anyone asks Swami, what is the sadhana that I need to do? Swami, how can I get close to Swami? Swami, I'm forgetting you sometimes. Sometimes I remember you. What should I do? Swami, what is the smartest, sweetest, shortest way to you? Swami, how is it that I can always feel the wetness of your love in my heart? Swami, what is the way that no matter where, I will feel you in my life? For all of these questions, how to deal with distraction, Swami, how to deal with attraction, Swami, for all of these questions, the only answer Swami has for all of us is Subah aur Sham bol Hari Naam.
Subah aur Sham bol Hari Naam.
Gopi Gopal bhajo Sai Ghanshyam.
Gopal bhajo Sai Ghanshyam. Subah aur Sham bol Hari Naam.
And if you see, the first thing that Bhagavan did when he declared his avatarhood was bhajans. And this is the only practice, perhaps, which has started even before Swami declared his avatarhood, right from the Pandari Bhajan days. And this is the only movement, only sadhana, I think, for all Sai devotees. Today, I feel bhajans is darshan. Bhajans is meditation, because during bhajans you feel his presence, we feel his darshan. During bhajans we can do dhyana. During bhajans we can do japa. For us, even when we are doing seva, if you are not doing it with that feeling, with chanting his name, then that is also not seva. So let this sadhana become the panacea. Let this sadhana become the mantra. Let this sadhana become the breath of our life.